Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to a very cold United Kingdom, and welcome to lockdown. Now, lockdown wouldn't be lockdown without a little present arriving in the post from my good friends at SMPS 2012. In this box, I have something to just freshen up Charlie Clubman there, but don't worry, Ruby Roadster's not going to be feeling left out either. So the first thing we need to do, I think we'll start with Charlie, pull her out the garage and see what's in this box. Right then, I even cleaned her especially. Hashtag no sponge. Now then, before we start, I would just like to point out this is dedication to the cause, making YouTube content, because it's actually just started to snow. But what we have in here, I think you'll guess from where I've sat, is some very cool replacements to these little side indicators on the side scuttle here, and they are very cool. Now, what we've got in this box, let me just check this is the right one. So we're going to take these off. The John Cooper Works badge, actually we're going to use this one, it just clips in, but I don't know whether you'll notice it's smoked and it's LED as well. And the process for fitting these apparently is quite simple. First things first, we've got to get this bad boy off, which comes out quite easily like that, and then just disconnect. That was quite easy. Now, the actual connector, this is like the super most easy thing ever. The connector here, what I'm going to do, you basically take the bulb out and then you connect using that connector into where the bulb goes. Just make sure that doesn't blow over. Very windy today. Now the kit does come with an extra resistor, because what happens, and this actually happened on my Roadster, because we're going to LED lamps rather than in some cases the old incandescent bulbs, when the car starts up it does like a resistance check. And sometimes if the resistance is lower, because it's an LED, it will throw up a fault on the dash. Now if you get that, what you can do is put this resistor in line, but apparently, according to Sam at SMPS 2012, no one's ever had to do that on a Clubman, but there's always a first. So all you need to do is just take the bulb out. My hands are so cold already. I'm going to plonk that in there. You need to connect that in, but what we do need to do is sort out the John Cooper Works logo and put that in the middle, and I'll take that off of my old badge. Now this is where it all probably goes massively Pete Tong. They just slide out, but they've got little clips, and my hands are so cold I can just imagine I'm going to either break this or it's not going to slide out nearly as easily as I would hope. Right, don't worry, I've sorted that too. I actually had to go and quickly get something. So right at the front, I'll try and hold these up. So this JCW sign is actually held, there's 4 clips on the back, and then there's 2 clips just here, and you just need to kind of lift that front edge up, and then it basically just slides off, and then you can remove it like that, and then basically that slides into the new surround. So if I just put that, again you can hopefully see the, I don't know whether you can see that little slides, and then it should just slide in place, he says bravely, and then just click in place. The 2 little locators just on that front edge there, so again you just need to kind of click it, and there we go. I think that's secured in place. Give it a bit more of a click. It's looking good as the snow falls. fiddly things to do on camera, but I think you'll agree that that's starting to look very, very cool indeed. And then the last thing you do in order to fit it is just use the smaller of the connectors, because the larger one is if you're going to use the resistor, which I'm not. Smaller connector, and that just fits into where the bulb would have fitted into. Like this, he says. Very fiddly to show on camera. That's now there, and then once that's in place, you can then so it kind of goes in and then clips around the front. So it goes in like that and clips in like that. Oh man, that looks much, much better. Love the kind of smoked lenses, and I guess the biggest check now is to see whether it works or not. Hold on a minute. That looks great. I don't know whether it's going to come out on camera, but it looks good from my end. So now we just need to do that on the other side. They look great. Now, one of the cool things that we're going to do, I'll put the description and details of SMPS 2012 below, but we're going to do a discount code, Petrol 10, for 10% off anything on SMPS 2012 on their website, which I think is absolutely amazing. So I think that looks wicked. Now we're just going to do that on the other side. Very cool. Now I must say I am chuffed with those, but before it gets really cold and the snow starts to come in, I've got a little treat for Ruby Roadster as well, so I'm just going to swap the cars around. I must be mad. Now, guess what? Very, very similar little customization. Now then, before I get started with this one, I actually have to pop the bonnet. This just makes things a little bit easier. Too bad, not too dirty either. Now, where's my chair? Burr, 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 burr. Now then, final little thing in my box of wonders are the same kind of thing, but for the side scuttles on the Roadster. Now, when I did all the dechroming work on Ruby, we put a little smoked, it's basically a little bit of vinyl on there just to give it a smoked look, but these are quite cool. And any Mini fans, you'll have seen these around anyway, but they're completely smoked and they've got a really cool LED that comes in the middle as well. So I think these should be relatively straightforward to fit. Famous last words. I think the big challenge with these is getting this off, and I'm really worried about getting it off and not breaking it. So again, they should just slide forward. Oh, I hate taking plastics off cars. Oh, there you go. So that comes off. Same gag as before, just pull that off. So I've now got the side scuttle off completely, and then I just need to remove the lamp part, this part, from here, and with a bit of luck it's just a little clip on the back. Although, knowing my luck, I won't be able to get that off because my fingers are now so cold. I looked on the on the weather forecast this morning and it said the temperature would feel like -4 to -5, and it's certainly feeling like that now, to be honest. I'm absolutely... Come on, baby. Now, where's my trusty waiter's friend? No, this should just hopefully just push it out. Come on, baby. There you go. Caught my finger in it. She's out. So, with a bit of luck, the new one, I just worked out which way that one went. The new one should fit quite nicely. Put that in there like that. That under there like that. Come on, baby. And that should just clip in relatively easily. That simple. And then the final job is just to take the bulb out, because we're doing the same thing here. The bulb just pulls out and the connector slides into where the bulb is, and we push that back into the bodywork, and then hopefully, now the trick here I think is going to get this thing to be on here. Right, she's on. Now then, test drive again. Woohoo! Cold. That's cool. Now let's do the other side. There you go, a nice simple customization. And one of the things I love most about my two Minis, and the Mini brand in general, is there are so many things that you can do to the cars to make them your own, to just add that personalized touch. And I'd call those customizations rather than full-blown modifications. Don't get me wrong, both of these cars have been modified. I mean, the Roadster here is running a Performance Pack 2 from Lowen. It's on coilovers, it's on different wheels, it's got a Quaife diff, a different clutch. It's a properly modified car. And the Clubman over there, I've done some more subtle modifications to try and maintain the manufacturer's warranty, but I've got an OPF back exhaust from Remus, and it's on different wheels, and I've got an eVenturi intake. So the little things from SMPS 2012, the dechroming touches, the different lights and LED indicators, I just think those are really cool things that pretty much anybody can do with their car at home. You don't need to be a mechanic or need to have any specialist experience. Well, I did it, so it must be true. So if you want to check out SMPS 2012, as I said, we've got a discount code, so I can offer you 10% discount, Petrol Ped 10, and they've got lots of little things to make your Mini your own. But I know that was a short little video on a quiet Sunday afternoon in the snow, but my goodness me, am I cold. Also check out Control and Shift for one of these beanies, because it's kept my head nice and warm. But I will see you on the next film, guys. There are some more videos in the pipeline. Before anybody asks, this car is still in need of some brakes. The brakes actually perform fine on the road. It's not that I can't drive the car around, but it's just when you start pushing on a track, the discs really do need changing. So this is going to have a big brake kit at some point very shortly. And I'm still thinking about other things I can do with the Clubman over there. But I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film, guys, but you take care. Drive safe. I'm gonna go in and try and get warm. Oh my god, I am so cold!